Hey gamers, when discussing Pokemon archetypes, one of the most polarizing groups is the Pokemon that are just inanimate objects, but animated. Some people love them and can embrace how silly they are, while others will see them and say something very fun to hear along the lines of, it's just an item. I lean towards the group that likes them, and I actually really enjoy them. Funnily, as someone whose favorite type is normal, I actually don't really like Pokemon with concepts that are incredibly straightforward. Like, yeah, Hawlucha is a bird and a Libre. And that sure is the design to go with for that. I don't dislike it or anything, but I don't know. There just isn't anywhere to go with it in my opinion. It has a megaform that just doubles down on the showboating by becoming shinier. Like, wow, how creative. But an object Pokemon really just takes something that isn't alive, then gives it a personality, and makes it fit into the world as its own creature. That's just subjectively pretty cool, and this archetype has given me a bunch of designs that I really like. None of them are my favorite or anything, but I appreciate them for making even the non-living whimsical. Anyway, as you can probably tell by now, I'm going to be creating some Fakemon based on objects. For today's video, I'm going to spin a wheel for random objects, and just try to make something with them. On to the unscripted segment.
Yo, anybody watching this, if you go to Hardee's for your meals and get that cherry milkshake, it literally just tastes like someone dumped a bunch of NyQuil into a glass of milk. I don't know why I'm saying this to begin with. Let's just spin. Oh, a pine cone. Okay. I don't know though, because we already kind of have a pine cone Pokemon, don't we? I mean, Pineco is a bagworm. I don't know. I kind of want to try to make like an object Pokemon and just making a sentient pinecone. I don't know. I feel like Pineco is just way too similar to that. Let's spin again. That's not a fucking object. What the fuck? Is that can't even be considered an object. Plus, we have Milcery already. Okay, let's try again. That is silly, dude. You know what? We can do a little screw Pokemon that evolves into another piece of hardware. Let's do it.
This is a perfect first stage Pokemon. A little metallic creature that screws itself into the ground, then evolves into a Pokemon that drills entire tunnels for its pre-evolutions to have an easier time. Maybe this can be a region where a fire type preys on them, and as a person who loves the bug type, this is perfect for a steel bug type since bug resists ground. Say hello to Skrull, the screw Pokemon. Skrull are tiny Pokemon that live a mostly fossorial life. Despite having skin that's notably hard, these Pokemon are rather cowardly. When presented with confrontation, they'll start spinning vigorously in order to drill themselves into the ground. Their body is streamlined to make them shoot through the dirt like a bullet. Upon reaching level 20, Skrull evolves into Auguril, the drill Pokemon. Auguril lives underground, where they dig long tunnels to lay their eggs in. Their tunnels are often occupied by other fossorial Pokemon. Due to their non-hostile nature, they don't have many altercations, and even make many allies over their lifetime. Auguril learns a new move, Power Drill, a steel type attack that hits ground types super effectively, as well as deals 50% more damage if electric terrain is active. Drill Adept is a new ability that boosts the power of drilling moves by 50%. I really like these two. They aren't super clever, but fit atmospherically, and I really like Auguril's name.
Let's do it again. Photo album? The fuck am I gonna do with this?
As much as I want to skip this, it would be really interesting to actually make this work, and I think I have a really fun idea for it too. So photo albums are more commonly known for their book form, which is what I assume this generator meant. Just a binder that contains pages for you to store photos that you want to immortalize. The idea of an actual bookworm Pokemon would be fun, although this will end up being my second bug type of the video. But like, I don't care about that. I like the bug type. The insect most commonly associated with the term bookworm is the silverfish, which are considered a pest due to how they infest people's homes to eat paper. Silverfish are actually becoming a rare pest in homes because people don't own as many books as they once did. The silverfish is also a neat idea because silver was used during the earliest stages of cameras. Maybe this Pokemon can be a little artist that uses the ever iconic dust of weak little bug Pokemon as a substance to paint with, not just making it a photo album, but also just a straight up camera. First up, we have Silbum, the bookworm Pokemon. Silbum are as timid as they are small, incredibly. These Pokemon are rare, but homeowners with book collections who leave their libraries unchecked for a long time can find Silbum between the pages, and are viewed as annoyances due to them leaving a silvery stain on the paper that permanently taints the quality of the book. Thankfully, these Pokemon strongly prefer plain paper with no words printed, so the stains are often found in the very beginning or end of the book. Evolving at level 10, Silbum becomes Reclune. The outer shell of Reclune is made of a dusty, durable paper. If anyone touches it, it will spit string at them that leaves an unwashable silvery streak on its target. While it maintains retains its skittishness even after evolving, it won't shy away if it sees something beautiful, and it will stare at them for hours. When its friendship is high enough, Reclune learns a new move, Illustrate, cementing field conditions for as long as the user is on the field, basically meaning that if it's raining or if there's stealth rock present, if the user uses Illustrate, it will never stop raining and nothing can remove the stealth rocks for the remainder of the time that the user is active. Very fun. Anyway, Reclune will also evolve into Alubound, the Memory Weaver Pokemon. Alubound adopts a completely different personality after evolving. They become exceedingly comfortable around others, and it proudly displays images drawn in silver for every area they visited on their paper-like wings. I am genuinely so happy with how this line came out. It's not really a traditional object Pokemon though, but still.
Let's randomize. Like, this is probably going to be the most object-mon in this video for sure. Like, the last one was very much not a traditional object Pokemon, but like, I don't know, because I'm thinking about it now and I kind of want to turn this into a bug, but like, I'm going to try not to.
So straight away, there are some directions with a streetlight Pokemon. One could consider Xurkitree one, maybe in its own world though. The first thing that comes to mind when thinking of turning a street lamp into a creature is actually this image from a couple years back. A streetlight that was overgrown with vines. It's really cool, I like it. And it reminds me of something like Siren Head. Part of me wants to make a Pokemon based on Siren Head as well. Back to this new Pokemon though, all I can really imagine is that it's just a malevolent trickster that disguises itself as a point of safety from the dark. Only it's just a luring mechanism, like a tall, emaciated anglerfish man. Or hey, an actual angler, which is just another name for a fisherman. I considered making it a ghost type, but that would make it too similar to Litwick. However, this could be a really interesting take on how I believe a Pokemon's type combination's organization plays a part in what it is. If it was an electric dark type, it would be an entity with heavy themes of electricity that happens to have notes of evil, but a dark electric type is an evil creature first with notes of electricity. Maybe this is a Pokemon that, for a long time, hunted in the forest by disguising itself as a tree or something else tall and thin, then snatched whatever walked by it. But after many generations, it began to hang out near power plants, or only preyed on electric type Pokemon that rearranged its biology, giving it electric powers. On that note though, it's actually ghost types that do all the, horrific murdering in the Pokemon universe. I do like the dark electric type, but the ghost electric type is a bit harder to make a design for, and the design I have in mind for this Pokemon works perfectly in my opinion. I'm probably right in saying that this is all stuff that many people already know and agree on. I'm just weirdly passionate about this aspect regarding the Pokemon's typing, and I feel like many creative designs just haven't been made yet. Most people will see something like the bug type and go, oh, it must be an insect. That is necessary. And don't think, okay, so it's type A first, then a bug type second. Let me just give it bug-like properties. Okay, I'm done raving about the type organization. Meet Fossaloom, the inanimated Pokemon. Fossaloom are cunning Pokemon that hide in plain sight. Many pass by it without realizing that it's even a Pokemon due to its inanimate stillness. At night, they appear near street lamps, pretending to be one. Anything that walks under the light Fossaloom casts will be enshrouded in darkness and whisked away. Well, that was a nice note to end on. Funny little bug that drills holes for other Pokemon to live in. Funny little bug that immortalizes its most precious memories in the form of art. Countless families have lost their children in a world long abandoned by the god that gave them the ability to remember. Deuces.